Hello and welcome to Meanwhile, back on the hobby farm. Today is Harvesting Herb Thursday. Only some of them. I only got time enough to do 4 because I've got other things on my agenda that I have to do the rest of the day. But I went out and harvest over here. We've got apple mint. And over here we have catnip. And over here we have lemon balm. And over here we have spearmint. Hopefully the next day or so I'm going to harvest a whole bunch of peppermint. I've got tons of peppermint. What I did was I'm going to dry these. As you can see, I've got a small fan. I've got to get a bigger fan over here. We're in my pallet pub. For those of you that have never seen this before, I used to run a Facebook page, Wood Pallets Anonymous. And this was in here. This is a pallet pub that my youngest son and I, we put the walls all up in about a day and a half. Everything is salvage stuff, given to us stuff. A couple of them are bought stuff. This net up here, it was pulled out of Lake Michigan when I was first dating Joanne. I said, let's go for about a half-mile hike. We ended up hiking about, I don't know, 10, 11 miles. We were exhausted. And we saw this balled up net in the middle of, not in the middle, but on the shore of Lake Michigan. And it took a lot of huffing and puffing, and we pulled it in. Had to call my son about a few miles away to come to our rescue with a knife, and all he could find was a steak knife. We were at a resort, a camp resort. Anyway, check this out. Check out, that's an old scroll that belonged on an old shipwreck that was inside the net. Anyway, we're here for herbs. We're not here for my pallet pub. But anyway, so as you can see, I just got done hanging them up within the last few minutes. I've got a fan over here. I'm going to bring another fan in. I'm going to shut it down, keep it relatively dark. Yeah, there'll be a little light coming in, but that's fine. We're going to let this dry, and I'm going to dry it up and bag it and sell it. I do sell fresh herbs too. These are going out today, these larger bags. Nothing fancy. I don't even have my labels made up yet properly. These bags are mine. As you can see, they're smaller. They're going to go in the refrigerator because I like my fresh herbs. I like the dried herbs too, but my fresh herbs, I've got lemon balm and apple mint with watermelon and water in here. Cheers. Let's see if we can turn this around and say cheers. I don't know if I'm saying myself or not because it doesn't give me the flip option when I'm doing videos for some reason. That is so refreshing. Spring water, watermelon, lemon balm, and apple mint. You can't beat it. You see that right there? That is my sedative right there. That is catnip. You say, catnip? That's going to make you go off the wall, Ken. You're wondering why I'm always so full of energy? Catnip. No, actually, catnip has the opposite effect on humans as it does for felines. Felines, it gets them high, and then they just crash and sleep. Well, for adults, you don't get the high off of it. You drink it in tea, and you actually will end up, it's a nice sedative to have at the end of the night. Put some in a little bit of warm water, steep it in some warm water in a tea ball, and drink it, and you will sleep well. So I just harvest some in here. So we're going to come outside here for a second, outside of the pallet pub, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to hide away from that bed that has all the weeds in it. I'm going to show you what I did when I harvest these today. I have a system. Everybody's got a system going on, right? Okay, right over here is the catnip. As you notice, I cut 3/4 of it, a little bit more, on the left, and I left some on the far right of it. Same thing with the apple mint. I cut it all down. I left some there. Same thing. Well, that's stevia right there. The spearmint wasn't growing very well this year. It sure made up for lost time. So I planted a stevia plant in there. But again, this is spearmint, and I left some here over here. The reason why I do that is because some people like fresh herbs, and I do. I like my fresh herbs. Obviously you can't get it year round. The stuff I'm drying is going to be for probably off season. But a lot of people like to have fresh herbs, so they give me a call. I can come out here, cut them up a baggie full. I'm their herb dealer, legally too. So a lot of people like it. It's great. I mean, you want to make sun tea, I'm telling you, use the fresh herbs. You can't beat it. Check out the milk crystal out here today. Man, that is going like wildfires. I got to harvest a little bit of rosemary and thyme and some fennel, and among other things. Hey, picked my first cucumber today. Started these babies from a seed a few months ago, and I'm going to take you around over here. It's a mess. I didn't put the cushions out on the chairs yet over here, but I'm going to come around. I was out here last night at midnight, 1 in the morning, put a nice thick layer of straw down, and check this out, folks. Catnip right here that went to flower and seed, and look at this. All peppermint. I planted that 3 years ago. I'm going to remove the rest of these rocks out. I'm going to harvest some of those in the next couple of days, and I will be drying those. But that's it, folks. Just a short, sweet, and simple video today on, I was excited because a lot of times I am so busy, I never get around to harvesting my herbs in time, and they go to seed, and it's really too late to do that. I do want to mention, a lot of people will, and some people have asked me too, why don't you dehydrate it? Put it in the oven on 150, leave it in there for 6 hours, or use a dehydrator. Dehydrating herbs is not good. Not good at all. And the reason why it's not good is you lose the oils, and the oils are very important on herbs when you have herbs. You want to lose the smell, the taste, the potency of herbs. Put them in a dehydrator because you're drying all the oils up. Doing it this way, what you're doing is by flipping them upside down hanging in a cooler, darker place with some ventilation. That's why we got the fan. What that does is it actually, by having them upside down like that, the oils that are in the stems are going to go down towards the leaves as they're drying. And then when you dry it and you take the leaves off of the stems, you've got, even though they're dry, you've got a lot of potency in there, the additional oil. It hasn't dried like it would be if you put it in a dehydrator. So that's my story, folks, and I am sticking to it. I really would like to have a separate place to put my herbs than having to put it in the pallet pub, but we don't use the pallet pub very often. We're not very heavy drinkers here. We have a party about every 2 years, but we got my coffee section over here. But hey, it is what it is. I'll tell you one thing, it smells good in here, but you got so many different smells that it's hard to explain. The catnip is very, very potent, and the apple mint is very good. So you've got them all in there, but you know, obviously they're not touching each other. I've got another hanger up here, that a hanging rope I put up there. I'm going to put some more herbs out there this week. But that is it, folks. Wanted to share this with you, and I hope everything is going well, and everybody is staying cool. I think the heat wave is broken out in the Boston area. My family's out there and friends, and our high humidity finally is leaving today, and it's going to be beautiful out Friday, Saturday, but Sunday it's coming back. One last note, when doing this, you want to do it in the early morning when you harvest it, which I did, or early evening. You don't want to do it in the heat of the day because a lot of these plants shut down when they get in the hot sun like that, and you lose a lot of the oil. Again, it goes back to the oil that's associated with these plants, and you will lose a lot of it. So you definitely want to wait, and, you know, when it's a little bit cooler out. Hey, that's it, folks. Thank you for stopping by, and be good to each other. Hey, do me a favor. I always forget. I should do this at the beginning of my videos. Please, 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 if you're the first time here, hit the subscribe button on the bottom right, the little red icon. Click on it, subscribe. Really helps our channel out because we need to get so many numbers to go, and so we can get an online store going, because we do want to look into getting some Butch the Goat t-shirt fan club shirts going, among some other things, but I can't do any of that unless I have a minimum, I believe it's 100 subscribers. And then I also, there's something else about the 100 subscribers. Oh, I can get a shorter, the easier name to remember on YouTube. Instead of having YouTube exclamation point, pound sign, equal sign, 5 times sign, A, capital B, 3, 2, 1 address. You know how that goes. I can get a nice simple one that would be like YouTube, Meanwhile Back on the Hobby Farm. Something short, sweet, and simple. Hey, folks, thank you, and hey, have a great day, and cheers. Thank you for stopping by. Hey, check out the shirt, huh? Chick Magnet. It's official. I am a Chick Magnet. It was given to me by a coworker a couple of years ago at a Christmas party exchange. Take care, folks. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Bye.